To the morning cup of joy. Let's get some of the family in here. We're not all the way on yet. I'm just looking at, there we go. Okay, now we're everywhere. So let's get the family in. Good morning, good morning. Who's going to be first in the room? Let's see who shows up. Okay, we got somebody on. Who is it? Kathy Hand, you're the winner. Good morning, Kathy. Sally De La Rosa, Donna Capitula, and Deirdre, you all came in second, all at the same time. Good morning, Becky. Okay, I'm trying to find it on my phone. That's always my challenge, first thing in the morning especially. Isabel, good morning, sweetheart. Isabel, thank you for chanting with us last night. It was so good to see you in the discussion group and in chanting. Okay, trying to find us. I am not having any luck. Yes, Kathy, winner, winner, chicken dinner, but I'll have to travel to get you the chicken dinner. Right now, I'm kind of staying put where I am. Oh, Becky, you're a winner no matter what. Jean Lorio, good morning. Thank you, Deirdre. At least you found it. I'm still trying to find it. Good morning, Gabby. Okay, there it is. See, y'all brought me luck. You all started coming on and I could find the broadcast. So I just shared it out. How's everybody doing today? It's Tuesday. We have a Monday song, but what's the Tuesday song? I can never remember if there's a song for Tuesday. There has to be. There's a song thing for every day. Kathy, if you make it to our home, we'll make you dinners. Oh, how sweet. I was just talking yesterday. Who was I talking to? I can't remember now. But I was talking to somebody about the homes I've been to. It might have been Denise. And just the absolute wonder that I have of everyone that has welcomed me into their home, just given me their home, and their heart while I'm there. And it's been such a beautiful journey so far. It's really amazing. And right now, I think I'm getting ready to head out again. I had a travel dream last night. Y'all ever have those where you're traveling? Sometimes you don't know where you are, but you know that you've gone somewhere. And that's what it feels like right now. But I know at the moment I'm supposed to be here. Isn't that amazing how we don't know why we're in a certain place? We don't know why the journey has led us to certain people or to be in the place that we're in. And right now, I know that I am, without a doubt, supposed to be here to support Ruth at this time when her mother is getting ready to transition. And I'm thanking God that I didn't leave earlier than what I did, because I had no intention of staying here in Colorado this long. But it was almost, and I made this statement a couple of times, it was almost like, Ruth was keeping me here, but I didn't know why. I just thought she wanted me to be with her. But I think her soul knew that I needed to be here for her as well. All right. What else we got? Julie Kiss. Good morning to you. And see what's going on. Shri, good morning. Kathy, if you do this for the least of these, you did it for me. Oh, thank you for that quote. Yeah, remember that. All right, we're at 11. Let's get the rest of you in here. We're going to have to start saying names. I know how this works. So who do we want to call in? We don't have our Sally De La Rosa. Oh, Kathy, I love that. Tuesday is Monday's ugly stepsister. Oh, you're funny. You're so funny. Oh, yes, we need Suzanne in here. She is your soul sister, Kathy. There's something definitely there. And we're gonna dig in and find out what this something is. Oh, Sally is here. Yay. Good morning, Sally. On EWN? Yeah, I think that's where everybody else is pretty much. I didn't do it on the other channel this morning. I was awake enough to turn that one off. Sometimes it's like I wake up and it's like, just go, just do it. And so I leave it on whatever it's on. But this morning, I put you all in the same place at the same time. How's that? All right, so what else we got going on? Let's call people in so we can find out what's going on with the family. We got Stacy that's not here. There's Tammy. Good morning, Tammy Fisk. Tammy, it was so good to see you yesterday. Yeah, the Angel broadcast on Angel Wings and then the discussion after is becoming one of my favorite things to do on Monday. I look forward to that now every week because I know that I get to see your faces, like Deirdre. Deirdre, thank you for being there and thank you for the insight that you brought in yesterday's discussion. And who else was there? We had a good group of people on with us. Suzanne was there. Oh, you all got snow last night? I don't think we got snow. It was cold outside. I do know that. There's Suzanne. There's Donna Capitula and Dawn Marie Garfield is there. Hi, Dawn. Hope you're doing well. And Gabby says, I've really felt for Ruth all day. Went to the beach at 6 p.m. for an hour. Sent lots of love while breathing it in. Much love to everyone. Thank you, Gabby. And Jean L'Oreal. No, I don't think Gabby ever sleeps. She has to stay up on the flip side to stay with us and do things with us. Gabby, we so appreciate your energy. And I know that it broke my heart to sit there while we were chanting last night and just watch as Ruth watched through the window and watched her mom breathe. You know, that's what she was doing. She was just standing there watching her breathe. And I thought, how hard is that? And that is one of the hardest things in the world, to watch a parent or any loved one go through the transition stage of leaving their body. And we left. She was there for a few hours. I'm thinking, did she leave me? She probably spent 6 hours there outside the window where her mom is. And when we left, her mom was a little uncomfortable. The nurse had just come in. So I got to see her from the window, and nobody went inside. Ruth had that option. They told her she could do the compassion visit if she wanted to come in. But she stayed outside. Yeah, thank you, Julie. Let's see, what else? Really, I appreciate all of the prayers for Ruth. Like I said, there's a reason I'm here. And I thought I was just supposed to do some more stuff here in Colorado, but the stuff that I'm here for is to help a friend through this tough time of what she's going through. Good morning, Rick Morrow. Good morning, Marianne. And Gabby says, I watched my dad, but I couldn't touch him. Whisper in his ear. I can't even begin to imagine. Good morning, Carol Allen. You know, we felt the angels there. And oh, Gabby, you'll appreciate this. For some reason, I just knew I had to pull out my phone with the app on it when I got back in my car to leave. And it's the Ghost Finder, Ghost Detector app that detects spirit. It's not necessarily ghost, what we would think of in the terms. So I was told to turn it on before I left the facility. And it took the most beautiful picture of angel wing. It's this big, huge angel wings. I'll post that in the group today so y'all can see it. I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to take that picture. And I sent it to Ruth to let her see what was captured. It's on the outside of the building. So I know that the angels are helping her to pass over. They're right there with her. We felt Divine Mother. And just to be there to hold Ruth's hand. That's why I was supposed to be there, and I knew it. I couldn't let her go through that alone. I wouldn't want to go through something as heavy as that alone. My parents are both gone. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to be by their side. So I'm just glad I could be there for someone in my life. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Linda Lemieux, good morning to you. And who else came in? Jean says, if we could have shown the world that beautiful lady sitting outside the window, watching her mom through the window in the cold. I can't even talk about it. Okay. It would have broken the heart of the world. Yeah. And Gabby, I have absolutely no doubt that Elaine is surrounded in angels, physical and spiritual, as is Ruth, and that gives me relief. Yeah, it does. It's a relief that she isn't alone. And who got that message? Was that you, Gabby, that got the message about her not being alone? I can't remember now. There's been so much that's happened. Gabby, you gotta go. All right, honey. Thank you for being here. And get some rest, please. We all worry about you, Gabby, not sleeping and not getting enough rest. But you take good care. Sally. Good morning, Charlie. Sally says, when my father passed, it was 3.5 years later that we were told I was the only one of his daughters to still talk to him, but had to make tough decisions to walk away from him so he could live his path. I never had the opportunity to say goodbye. Yeah, that's tough, Sally, but we communicate with them on the spiritual level when we're at a distance, don't we? They hear, they know. It was just like, and Sally, I appreciate your tapping in also and the insight that you gave yesterday. But the spirit knows even when the physical body is not able to communicate it any longer. The spirit knows the support that's there for them. And Isabel, good morning. Thank you for those hearts and prayers. And Kathy says, my mom's eyes were open, but she was in a coma. Her eyes were fixed on a part of the room, and I swear she was looking at the light and envisioned my dad, grandmother, and all of her family calling her home. Yeah, I think that's what's going on with Elaine's family as well. We could feel the energy that was there with her. It was so interesting yesterday. You know, we look at the sky a lot here in Colorado because it is absolutely stunning. The color of blue that it is just miraculous. And we were out to run an errand yesterday before Ruth got the call and had to go to be with her mom. And there were there were planes. And we see planes all the time here, but yesterday they were leaving the contrails behind them and they were making a pattern. It was almost like they were drawing out a grid in the sky because it would be one way and one the other way. So it would cross, there would be an X. And then there was another one that would cross that. They were making like a pattern in the sky. And we've never seen something like that before. That was just amazing to watch. And then we saw it again. So it wasn't just once, we saw it twice, the pattern that was created. And it was like a message that was up in the air. And we were right there at that moment to see that message. Good morning, my sister Billy. Good morning, Erica. Erica, I hope you had an amazing birthday yesterday. I got to see you several times yesterday, and it felt so good to be able to talk to you on your birthday. And you're so amazing. I'm glad you're such a part of this family, and we love you so much. Okay, what else do we have? And Sally said, yes, we do. You are so welcome. It was heartbreaking to see where she is at this point because I could feel her heartbeat. It had me in tears. I took the heart bowl with me last night. I was sitting there playing the heart energy, the heart frequency, and I knew that was for her. I have a friend that sat with her mom as she transitioned years ago. This has been maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And she was sharing the experience with me of sitting there with her mom. And she could see the chakras close down. She could just watch and know when different ones had closed. And she told me, Teri, the heart is the last one to close down. That heart chakra is the last one. And it just reminded me of that, what I already know, that all we take with us from this lifetime is love. So it just makes sense that that heart chakra is the last one, that everything else is just kind of immaterial in our body. You know, our bodies are only temporary. We're only going to be in them for a certain amount of time. But it's that heart. It's what we do in our heart, what we love, what we feel, what we take in, our experiences with others. That's what we take with us. And that's why I heard that message to let go of every material thing that I own, to let it go, whether I gave it away or threw it away or left it in somebody's care. Material things are not important. To me, they're nothing right now. I don't own anything. Everything that I have is with me on this journey. It's in my car, or every time I stop somewhere, some of it comes into somebody's home. But material things just mean nothing because it's all about the love. Love is really all there is. As the Beatles song says, where's our Carrie? We need Carrie in here. I was so uplifted by her yesterday when she shared with us all of the things that she was able to purchase and the meals that she's going to be able to cook for people there that are in need in Tennessee. And And Sally says, yes, the heart shuts down only after we accept that this is it. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to let go, isn't it? But when we do, then the miracle happens. Okay, what else we got? Becky says, I'd love to share my experience, but it's so hard to replay. Well, yeah, it's hard sometimes to draw on that memory, isn't it? Because it's, as humans, that's one of the worst parts of living this existence is letting go of the people that we have become close to or our biological families sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to replay it. Kathy says, I feel the need to share that before my mom passed, I would read to her from the Bible favorite scriptures. When I came across her mother, my grandmother's holy card that announced her death, I saw the date, August 18th, and I whispered to my mother, maybe your mom will come and take you home on the same day. And that is exactly what happened. Wow, amazing. Well, I have to tell you, Ruth had heard the 22nd for her mom, that was going to be the day that she chose. And as we were talking yesterday and feeling into the energy, I said, I don't think it's the 22nd. I wasn't getting that at all. And we got so many signs yesterday as we were out from the angels. We kept seeing 444 everywhere and 33s. So I really don't think it's going to be that long. She has not had food in a couple of days. She hasn't really drank anything. And they stopped her medicine last night. So I don't think it's going to be probably more than one more day, if that. Yeah, Kathy, that's what everyone had told Ruth, but I don't think she can hold on for another 5 days. She's just too far gone. But I was really encouraged that the staff helped out by raising the blind. Whenever Ruth would go visit, she'd have to peek in through a slat in the blind to get a glimpse of her. But last night, they had raised the blind for her so she could just sit there and watch her beautiful mom. And I got to see her. I was so glad that I got to be there to see her as well. And so did Denise, the lady that I'm staying with, which is one of Ruth's best friends. You all are so beautiful. And I really appreciate the turnout that we had yesterday for the Angel show on Angel Wings. And for those of you that missed what I had said, Archangel Azrael told me that he wanted to be the angel for us to talk about. And when I got that message, I didn't have any idea that I was going to be really getting closer to him and helping everyone get closer to him because of this incident, because of he was so needed and is needed to be there with Ruth and with her mom. So there's no accidents or coincidences that things happen the way they do. Yes, Deirdre, many of us did send cards. If you sent a card to Elaine Morrison, we've had her on our letters of love ever since we've been doing them. And that's been, 7 months or so that we've been doing letters of love. And she was one of the ones that Ruth had asked for her to receive cards from people. So our cards are there with her, and they were well received and appreciated. That was done from our group, our Angelic River family group. I love that we reach out to people. We did that with Sylvia, with Sherry Meyer's mom as well. We sent her cards and letters of encouragement before she passed. So thank you. Thank you to everyone that reaches out. And there's been several now that have reached out to Ruth, either with a message, text, or sent her a card. Christina, I know that you made her card, and so did Eugene Lorio. Thank you all for doing that for our darling Ruth. She is so precious and she does so much for so many. And this is her time. It's her time to receive. So if you have a moment and you feel like it, please send her a message. Just give her a note of love, that you're thinking of her, that you're holding her up in prayer. It's so needed right now. And thank you. Thank you to all who have done that. All right, so what else do we have? And Kathy says, Suzanne filled me in a little, but I should watch it today. I'm so sorry I missed it. Work has been busy lately, and one of our coworkers quit. Oh boy. Yeah, I can imagine you're very busy, Kathy, with what you do. I haven't even heard any news today because I don't turn the TV on. I try not to watch anything about news unless it's the weather and if it affects where I'm going to be traveling next. And I heard that California is getting a little worse now with COVID. So I keep praying that I'll be able to leave here and head that way because I do have a date. I need to get to Mount Shasta and get down to see Karen Palmer and get all of that underway. But I know it'll be perfect divine timing when that happens. And Sally says, in complete tears, when I tapped into Elaine's energy, I became Ruth. And it was actually watching her mother's heartbeat I got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what was happening. She was watching her breathe and and tapping into who was in the room, who was there with her, who was present. And after I went up and sat with her, she was asking what I felt. If I felt that there were angels there, which of course there were. Azrael was there, Archangel Michael was there, Archangel Metatron. They were all there, just holding her hand, helping her through this part of living. Death is a part of living. All of us are going to go through it, at some point. So thank you all. Thank you for sharing and for caring. It's really much, much needed and appreciated. Kathy says 2 vaccines are already ready, but for most of us, they will not be available until the end of January. So did we ever find that Tuesday song? Is there a song about Tuesday? I have no clue. But I know it's going to be a busy day for me. Not so much online busy. That was yesterday. Today is more busy with clients and writing and the things that I have to do. And I woke up with a really weird dream that I had a car wreck. And what was that all about? Because I'm very careful when I drive, and I don't plan on being on a long trip on the road until I go to California. So I'm just kind of processing that and know that I am safe. And a lot of people are praying for my safety on the road. But it was like this really lucid dream before I woke up. So I woke up with that, shaking that off this morning. And I know that other people are having really lucid dreams right now. Anybody else have that happening still? It happened a lot with 1111, with that gateway, but it seems to be an ongoing thing. And I think we're getting messages. So if anybody can interpret my dream for me, I would appreciate that. And Sally says that the room is full of angels. And there was an elderly gentleman present too, holding her hand. I know that her father is there with her, Sally, and also her husband. Ruth's dad passed 3 years ago. And Ruth was actually able to be with him when that happened. And she knew the moment that he was gone. And I think that's what's really heartbreaking, is not to be able to sit with her and hold her hand and just be there at that moment. Okay, here we go with our Tuesday songs. Becky, Leonard Skinner, Tuesday's Gone. I like that one. And Deirdre, Ruby Tuesday by the Rolling Stones, one of my favorites. Yeah. Kathy says, please, my family here, continue to listen to the scientists and public health officials. Wear your mask, practice social distancing, hand hygiene, and stick with your own bubble as much as possible. And I will add to that, Kathy, to also listen to people who are receiving messages about COVID, to raise your frequency, raise your vibration. I'm going to be encouraging us to play the singing bowls, those of us who have them. Play those singing bowls as often as you can. Get that frequency going inside of you. And let's really put an energy out into the world of a higher frequency. Energy responds to frequency and vibration. So if we can raise the vibration of the planet with singing, with sound, with laughter, any way, anything at all, with compassion, as you all are showing this compassion toward Ruth and Elaine, you're raising the frequency of the planet. So continue to hold those you love in your heart. Continue to put out the energy of love and make music, make beautiful music, or play beautiful music and get the vibration raised. That's going to help us a lot. It's been proven that if we're in a low vibration, our immune system doesn't work as well. If we keep that vibration high, we're protecting ourselves. And if we send that same vibration out to others, we're helping others to raise theirs. So absolutely, raise the vibration, do what you can, laugh, smile at somebody, send somebody an encouraging word, do everything that you can do to contribute to the solution and not be a part of the problem. All right, what else we got going on here? Sally, you didn't know her father passed as well. Yeah, Ruth talks about that a lot, about those last moments with her dad, and she was able to communicate with him on the soul level and know exactly when his soul had gone from the body. And Sally says, we've canceled our Tuesday yoga until after January the 11th. Yeah, I think it's very wise not to have gatherings right now. So I'm sorry that you had to postpone that, but it will be good. It will be good when it happens. Prachetta, good evening to you where you are, and I hope you're enjoying the celebrations that's going on there in India. Been thinking about you a lot, Prachetta, and India has come up several times for me lately. And even as we were standing outside to visit yesterday with Ruth's mom, there was an Indian restaurant across the street. And so we kept getting the smell of curry as that smell traveled across the way. It kept coming in. I'm like, oh, that smells good. So I've been surrounded in the energy of India lately. I even watched a movie the other night that I hadn't seen. It was a Patrick Swayze movie. And I thought, I've never heard that movie before. So I turned it on and watched it, and it was set in India. I'm like, okay, I'm getting some messages here. I'm seeing what you're doing, angels. They're giving me some confirmations that I will be coming there. I'm positive that I'll be coming to India. Marianne said the singing bowls were amazing last night. They were. And thank you to all of you who played yours and lifted the vibration on our chanting group as well. Rick says Tuesday afternoon. Okay, I don't know that song. I'm going to have to Google that and see what that sounds like, Rick. Thank you for sharing. And Becky says there's also a Taco Tuesday song. Okay. I love Taco Tuesday. I had a favorite restaurant back in Florida where I lived, and they did taco, all you could eat tacos for Taco Tuesday. And wow, I miss that restaurant. Linda Lemieux, I think you're still on here. Linda and I have been there a few times. One of my favorite places to go. And Deirdre says, Rick, that's the one I was trying to think of. I kept singing it. Well, Deirdre, you'll have to sing it to me because I don't know it. I'm going to have to Google that. Okay, Carol Ann says, interesting that I read Ruth's blog post, Junior, about a car accident this morning. Okay, well, now I'm going to have to go read a blog post. Thank you for sharing that, Carol. I know now that I need to go read that for some reason. Yeah, nothing happens by accident. I didn't know why I was still here in Colorado, but now I know. Now I can see clearly now. The clouds are gone, and I know why I'm here. I know why I'm supposed to be exactly where I am at this moment. And it's been that same way in different places that I've been. I was supposed to be there at exactly that moment. It's all about divine timing. Seriously, we don't see the big picture. We don't see all the things that are in play that have put us together at an exact moment for something to happen or something to come together. Okay, see what else is going on. Prachetta's asking if I'll be going to Texas. Not at the moment. It's pretty bad there, Prachetta. So that's going to be on my way back from California. I'll be going from California to Arizona and then down to Texas to see our Jean Loriot. And Prachetta says that India is ready, getting ready to welcome me. Oh, I'm getting ready to be welcomed by India. Good morning, Tracy and Morfitt. Tuesday's child is full of grace, lifting the hearts of the human race. I love that. Tracy, thank you for those lines from that song. I'd forgotten those words. But yeah, that feels really good. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Good morning, Brenda, my darling niece. How's Indiana? Or are you still in Florida? I can't keep up with you. Brenda's traveling almost as much as I am, but she's just going back and forth from Florida to Indiana. And Brenda, how is my sister doing? I think of her all the time, my darling Loretta. And thank you all in this group that have lifted her up as well and continue to do so. Deirdre says it's a Moody Blues song. Okay. And Linda says, yes, I'm here. And it's one of my favorite restaurants too. It's called Tequila Sunrise. And they have the absolute best Mexican food that you can imagine. It's really, really good. Kathy says, if anyone gets a chance, look into my niece's Facebook page. She goes by the name Luna May. She uses crystal bowls and song. Awesome. And speaking of divine timing, there's our John Thaddeus Fiore. Good morning, my friend. I hope you're doing well this morning, John. And Linda says, maybe you're aware of the accident in dreams to avoid it really happening. Okay. Well, that's quite possible. And Suzanne, you can find all the blogs that have been written by Ruth and others at enlightenedworld.online. It's a website, enlightenedworld.online. And there's a lot of great stuff on there. You can watch videos, you can read the blogs and find out really great stuff on there on that site. Deirdre, you're so funny. Becky, the song Joy to the World for All the Boys and Girls was in my head for 2 days. I had a song stuck in my head for 2 days. It wasn't that one. It was, which one was it? I just lost that thought, but it'll come back. It was a Helen Reddy song. And I love Helen Reddy. I really do. I love her energy. I think it was I Am Woman. I am woman, hear me roar. Voice is too big to ignore. That was it. Yeah. And so, John, did you come in here to give us a hard time or did you bring the cannoli this morning? I'm in a cannoli mood and I don't do sugar, so go figure. I have to have it virtually, I guess. And Sally says, we both feel that you are in Colorado for a bit more. The increase in COVID is skyrocketing everywhere. Yeah, it's this is our second wave that we all knew was going to happen. So yeah, I'm really feeling to stay put. The angels even gave John Thaddeus Fiore that message for me to stay put for now. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I feel no pressure to have to get up and get out of here. And the lady that I'm staying with is so beautiful. And she's telling me it's okay, you know, and she knows I'll be out of here when I'm out of here. So I'm really feeling that as well. I'm feeling that message to stay where I am. Oh, Kathy, thank you for posting your niece's website. Jean says, I just found my Crystal Bowl CD that I bought at Mount Shasta. I'm going to play it all day. Teri, we had 1,500 new cases yesterday. I miss you, but you are doing the right thing. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate that. Good morning, John Stewart in the UK. I hope you're, I guess it would be afternoon for you, wouldn't it? I hope you're doing well. And Brenda says, I just got home Sunday night. Yesterday had a tooth implant, up all night, and mom is the same. Thank you, honey. Thank you for that update. I love you, Brenda, and I hope you don't have any more pain. Yes, John, I'm doing really well. Thank you. And thank you for that unconditional love. That's much appreciated. Oh, so Carol, you found the blog on theministryonline.org. Awesome. Yeah, there's a couple of websites that you can go to, and that's one of them, theministryonline.org. I will look at enlightenedworld.online and see if it's in there as well, Carol. And Tracy says a car crash could simply mean that we are a little out of control with events around us, the external as in the car. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that information. And Pat Moss, good afternoon to you. Awesome. Well, thank you all for being on this morning, and thank you for your love and your support for our darling Ruth Anderson and for her mom, Elaine. Please keep her lifted in your prayers. I have not had any word from Ruth since we left last night, but I'm sure that I will get an update and I'll let you all know today how it's going there. I don't think it's going to be more than one more day. So let's please just pray that it's an easy transition for her as she goes from her physical body. So it is time for our prayer requests. If anyone has anything that you want to put in, just type it in the comments. Let's please remember the states that are being affected so hard by the cases right now of COVID and the things going on like El Paso. I heard yesterday there was someplace in California, and I can't remember exactly where it was, that was a real hot spot now. And I think New York again. So let's add in any prayer requests that you want to put in. Let's lift up our Mother Gaia for complete healing. And let's all just keep our vibrations lifted today. I don't know peek at my schedule. I don't know if I have a time today that I can come on and play the singing bowls. And I mentioned it to Ruth that would be good if we could do a little concert, because all of her singing bowls are right here where I'm staying. So we can play the 7 that she has, and I have 2. We could do a singing bowl concert, and we are going to plan to do that. Okay, so any prayer requests that you have, we're going to start that in a couple of minutes. So go ahead and get them going on here, lifting up the family. That's what we do. And hi, Dawn Marie. That's what we do here, is lift up each other and just share love with each other. And Deirdre says, continue prayers for Ruth, for her mom, for Hope's healing, for our whole Angelic River family, for Gaia, and for world peace, of course. And Brenda is asking prayers for Indiana. Absolutely. And Kathy Hand for protection over all of us, to keep us all healthy and joyful in our mission to spread peace. And Brenda's asking prayers for her parents, which is my sister Loretta and her husband Cecil. Let's lift both of them up. And Linda Lemieux, prayers as Deirdre mentioned. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for being here this morning. And Linda, I hope you're feeling better today. I know you weren't feeling so great, and so we didn't see you yesterday on our discussion time. Every Monday after the angel teaching, we go offline and we have a discussion about anything that comes up. It doesn't have to be about angels. Yesterday, it just happened to be so. And we'll talk about anything spiritual, anything that you all want to bring up to discuss. Yesterday, we sang happy birthday to Erica when we went offline, and we did that last night also. It was really good to spend some time with Erica yesterday. Billy, thank you for prayers and lifting up you and your beautiful family. My nephew, Brian, I just feel like putting him in there today. And all of your children. I know you've had some that have been touched by COVID. So lifting my sister Billy and the rest of her family, lifting them up. And yes, you're feeling better. Good. That's good news. Kathy is asking prayers of safety for her daughter, who will be driving nearly 7 hours to visit this coming Saturday. We're celebrating an early Thanksgiving because she will be working that week at her local CVS pharmacy. And Tracy says, divine and ever-loving Father, shower the earth with your healing ray. This is my prayer for today. May the lonely find love and the lost find peace. Thank you, Tracy. That is a beautiful prayer. Thank you so much for being on here this morning with us. Dixie Cunningham, good morning to you. And let's remember our Prachetta and Prachir in India and lift them up for continued safety, and as they have their celebration time over there, for the safety of all who are out and about and participating in the celebration rituals. And Prachetta says, ma'am, prayers of good health and happiness for Meena, Neil, Prachir, Ruth and her mom, and of course my dearest fairy Teri, ma'am, prayers of safety for my Angelic River family. God bless you all and keep you safe. Thank you, Prachetta. We love you so much. And Linda Mainhood Lachlan, good morning to you. Okay, so let's get ready to go into our prayer time. Dawn is saying prayers for in England. They're locked up tight. The suicide rate is up. Yes, let's remember those who are at that point of saying, I'm out of here. I can't take this for whatever reason. that's going on inside of them. Let's remember those that are in depression, those that are feeling the pressure and unable to handle what's going on right now in life. And there's a lot of people in that boat, a lot of people in that situation. So let's show some compassion and some empathy for those in our world who are not emotionally able to handle what's going on with loss and separation and isolation. Definitely holding them up. I want to lift up my friend Joanne, who usually comes on in the morning, her and her daughter and her grandson, and help them all to really be in a good place. It's a tough time. And thank you all. Thank you for your love and your compassion. Let's go into our hearts. I love this part of the day. I love this time spent with you all, connecting with you so deeply and so closely in our heart space together. I like to place my hand on my heart. Yes, it's pandemic fatigue. Absolutely, Kathy. So let's raise the vibration for this moment. This is the only moment we're guaranteed. We don't know what life is going to bring with the next breath, if there will be a next breath. So for now, let's focus on where we are. Focus on this heart center. When you touch your heart, when you touch this area of your body, your focus goes straight to your heart. And that's where we want to be right now. All of us being together in the same place, at the same time, with the same energy, the same desire, the same intentions for lifting each other up in love. As I said earlier, love really is all there is. So let's feel that now. Let's feel the love that someday we'll all be taking with us when we leave our bodies. For now, let's let it grow. Let's let it shine. Let's let it fill us completely with this love that we feel right now in this moment. So continue to be very present with your breath. As you breathe that air into your lungs, just envision it as white light. See that white light coming into your body as you breathe in each breath. Breathe it in fully. Take it all in and let it fill up your lungs. Now hold on to that energy of love. Hold that light inside of you. And when you exhale it out, let go of anything that's not serving you, anything that's unlike love. Just let it go. That could be sadness. It could be fatigue. It could be depression. Clear it out. That's what we're doing right now. Clearing out the low vibration. If you need to clear your throat, if you need to cough, if you need to cry, whatever needs to be done to get that out, let it go. Now breathe in again. Breathe in more love. Breathe in more light. Pull it right into your heart center. And now, as you're holding it inside, feel the warmth of it. Feel it wrapping you with a blanket of warmth. And then release it back out. And again, if you need to clear whatever you need to do, let's let this energy out of us. Anything that's low vibration, any concerns that you have, anything that you're thinking of with your day or with those that you care about that they're going through, just leave the concerns. Hold on to the love. Now let's take another deep breath in of love. Let it come in right to that place where you're hurting. There's a lot of hurt going on right now. I know that many are showing empathy and feeling what's going on in the situation with Ruth and her mom. There's a lot of people that are crying with her. and holding her up, helping her to be strong through this. Go into that place in your heart where you have compassion. Let's ask Kuan Yin to come forward. We're asking for Kuan Yin to fill all of our hearts with more love, more compassion, that we will have more to give. And then release again. Release anything outside of you that's not helping you to be in a high frequency. Let's raise our vibration by releasing anything that's not high vibration. And now when you take this next breath in, I want you to focus on someone that's here in the family. Focus on someone that's gathered together with us. You might not know them. You may be close to somebody here, but there may be someone that's calling to you, somebody that you know could use a touch from others right now. Just feel into the group. Who is it that needs to have arms around them? Who needs to hear the words, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm standing with you. Just go to that person right now, holding them in your heart with all of that love you've been taking in. Maybe you don't even know what's going on with that person. You might not know what they're going through, what their struggle is. But there's somebody that's calling to you, somebody that you just have that gut instinct, that intuition, that there's someone who could use a hug right now, someone who could use the Master's touch coming through you. Let's lift them up. I'm just going to give a moment for you to find that person. Just go out on that mission and find that one person that could use a touch, that person that could use a word. And I'm hearing some of the messages that you all are sending out. I'm hearing you are worthy. You are enough. You are loved. I'm standing with you. I'm here for you. That's what we do when we love someone. We stand with them. Whether they're standing watching a loved one pass, or they're standing watching a child that's sick, or a family member that doesn't understand what they're all about, or someone who's concerned about COVID. I'm hearing so many words going out right now. This is beautiful. I get to plug in and listen to your words. I'm hearing someone say it's okay to feel lost right now. It's okay to not know what's going to happen in the next moment. Have faith, have trust, believe. Allow yourself to open up to love. That's a biggie. Yeah, whoever that is, allow yourself to open up to love. Allow yourself to be a part of this family, to receive in what's here, that what's being offered to you is given unconditionally. We don't ask anything back. We just want to love and to lift each other. Let's lift all of these prayer requests up. Now that we have shared love together, let's lift each other with their prayers. Thank you for those who offered up compassion for others. If you're holding somebody in your heart and you didn't type it in, we're holding that person right alongside of you. For everyone that has concern for others, we're sharing love with you. We're letting you know you're not going through that alone. Let's take another deep breath in. Let's feel if there's anything else inside that needs to be released. I'm feeling a little bit of sadness going on in the collective right now. Not just those that are gathered here, but in our entire collective of our world. There's a lot of sadness. There's been a lot of loss. And there's loved ones left behind that couldn't say goodbye or that couldn't be there in the same place, that can't gather with friends and family. So let's lift that sadness. Let's turn it into joy. Let's turn it into a celebration of life. That person that's no longer there has lived a life that left an impact enough on you that you miss them, that you feel their presence of them no longer being there. Celebrate that life that they led. And now let's gather in a little closer. Let's do the football huddle where we hold each other so tight in that huddle. And let's really show love to each other. So just take a moment and hold each other. So much clearing going on today. Thank you. Thank you for allowing your energy to clear and to take in the love and take in that compassion and then show it to others. Thank you. So much gratitude for this family. So as we are in this football huddle, I've never played football, so I don't know what they say to each other. I can only imagine that as they're in the huddle, there's things being said like, we've got this. We've got this. So let's say that to each other right now. Let's just send that message out in our huddle. A message of encouragement, a message of love. I'm standing with you. Have my arms wrapped around you. I love you. And we've got this. We've got this. There's none of you that are alone at this moment. We pulled you into our huddle. You're part of our football family. And we're playing hard. We are on the offense right now. We're on the offensive team. We're the ones that are going out there on the front line. We're the ones shining our light. We're the ones holding up the roofs of this world that are standing there watching and loving someone. Thank you, Deirdre. We've got this in capital letters. Yes, we do. We've got this. Absolutely. Feel it. Feel the confidence of those words as we're in our huddle. We've got this. So now, let's say our gratitude and love. Now that we know that we've encouraged each other, we've held each other, let's do our heart telephone around this huddle. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for showing up. That's the biggest part of winning the game, isn't it? Yeah, you showed up. You came here. You're standing with us. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for holding each other up. And yes, those that you put in there, I'm seeing your prayers now. Jean, what a beautiful, beautiful prayer. Thank you. I'm just seeing all your words. Linda, Suzanne, Rick, Christine, Sally, Deirdre, Kathy, Julie, Sally. I love you all so much. Prachetta. Carol Allen, I love you. I hope you all have a magnificent day. Make it the best day possible. Just ask the question, what's possible today in my world? What is possible? And just open it up to whatever comes in, whatever miracle comes your way. Just allow it. I love you so much. Accept, align, allow. Thank you to Marietta for bringing us those words. Billy, I love you so much. Linda, thank you for being here. I love you. And Rick and Deirdre, you all always take us out of here, don't you? You're always the first ones. So we end this show every day. I don't want to, but we have to get off the air. And we end it with those words that mean the spirit in me sees and loves and honors that same spirit in you. Namaste, y'all. I'll see you later.